Fortnite have got some huge updates on the way, and we're taking an early look at them. Like the end of this Fortnite season. Whilst there doesn't appear to have been much of a story this season, let's not forget that Sloan joined us back on the map, and a part of the island has actually been constantly changing, which is going to turn into a huge tool that will let us know how the end of his season will happen. This update has already been rolling out gradually throughout the season, and will continue to change in the final weeks of his season. Head to this location in the new jungle biome, and you can find the rebuilding of the apparatus. At the beginning of his season, this was completely broken and unusable, and now it is almost fully rebuilt and ready to be used. Dr. Sloan, who returned to the island, has been working with the Luminaries, which you may remember as one of the clans that was referenced last season, and these guys working together have been rebuilding this apparatus specifically, as it is actually a telescope that will look up into the sky, but what will we see? Well, we're not sure if Dr. Sloan is using his telescope for good or bad things, but we do know she's left the Imagined Order, so there's a high chance it's actually for something good. Dr. Sloan is no longer in her original location, which was by the tank at the beginning of this season. She's now moved inside of a temple inside of Rumble Ruins, where she's uncovered a mural behind rubble that shows what the apparatus will look like once it's fully complete. Now, thanks to leaks, we can take an early look as to what will happen in the sky that will look through the telescope and see, as there is an effect that will come into the game called Rift Gate Sky Tear that will obviously appear in the sky. It looks like some sort of guide to a galaxy projected up in the sky above us, which will constantly evolve and change as we get closer and closer to the end of this season. It looks like Dr. Sloan isn't the only one on the island investigating the map, as in the last update, for the first time since Chapter 2 Season 4, references to Stark Industries can actually be found on the island. This is huge news, because if you go specifically to one of the desks in Creepy Compound, you can literally see the files with the Stark Industries logo on a desk. These were only added in the most recent update, and could be one of the tiniest teasers that only keen-eyed people like us have noticed, letting us know the return of Iron Man and a bigger collaboration with Marvel is on the way. To understand this a little bit better, Optimus Prime has actually been sending out radio transmissions throughout the season, giving us warnings, letting us know what's about to be happening, and the latest one says the key to your future lies in the past. You must brave the unknown, fight on, and roll out. The specific line, the key to your future lies in the past, could potentially be a reference to the past season where we had Stark Industries and the Marvel crew helping out the island. Potentially, Optimus Prime knows that we need to call upon some help, as the island is not actually as safe as we think it is right now. We've had no live events this chapter at all, and unless something huge gets added into the in-game files with next week's final season update, we probably won't get a live event this season either, but should almost definitely get a huge end of chapter live event in Chapter 4 Season 4. This could be the early startings of the fact that the island actually isn't as safe as it seems, and a big event's about to go down. There is rumors of a new Marvel and Fortnite comic book series called Ordered Restored coming soon, and whenever there's a comic book, there's a collaboration to be had in Fortnite, things are really getting exciting. Now, before I talk a little bit more about the end of this chapter and something huge coming in the beginning of the next chapter, before this season is over, a brand new anime collaboration has been officially confirmed to come out next week with a final downtime update and the final additional files to be added into the game before the season's over. The collaboration is between Jujutsu Kaisen, with 4 skins coming to the game based on characters from the series. Look, I always butcher these anime characters, but I will try and say them just for fun. Nobara, Megumi, Satoru, and Yuji. Yep. Look, I tried my best, guys. This is looking like a really big collaboration. In the trailer, you can already get a look at what potentially could be their mythic abilities from the anime available in Fortnite, and people are already speculating that we could be getting an awesome mini battle pass to finish off this season for the final few weeks. As we've had one every single season this chapter, it would make sense to have one with these guys, with a theory that this guy here will be the free skin within the battle pass, whilst the other skins will have to be bought within the item shop when the collab drops. With just a few days to go before this drops, spend a second popping code ALIA into the item shop if you're excited for any of the skins, and get ready to hear more about a huge new mode that's going to be coming at the start of next chapter. It's looking like we will continue to get 4 seasons each year before rolling into the next chapter. As we move into Chapter 4 Season 4, we should have a live event at the end and move into Chapter 5 right at the end of the year. Fortnite are looking to add in its own dedicated racing mode. We've had lots of racing LTMs and vehicles available in Battle Royale, but this mode is fully padded out and fully customizable with your own vehicles own racing maps, and even its own battle pass. According to the leakers, this racing mode will feature its own casual playlist and competitive playlist, a little bit like Battle Royale. The competitive mode will feature 4 tracks, and the casual mode will feature 12 different racing tracks. This mode is actually meant to be released this chapter, but is believed to be pushed back as Fortnite and LEGO are working hand in hand for their own huge collaboration, which will be dropping in Chapter 4 Season 4, which will bring its own set of LEGO creative building blocks to the world of Fortnite. We're going back to the racing mode. As I said, it'll have its own battle pass, where rather than having cosmetics, it will give you different parts for your car. It'll have its very own garage tab within the main menu of Fortnite, where you can jump in, customize your vehicle, and look, I absolutely love cars, so this sounds so fun to me. You can unlock multiple different vehicles to be time trials, tutorial modes. Like, Fortnite is seriously going all out in this. I find it a little bit odd that Epic Games also own Rocket League, which is a racing game. I guess a racing football game, and then they want to also have their own racing game in Fortnite. Maybe that's a perfect chance for them to bring some Rocket League cosmetics over into the world of Fortnite and have them in car form. Personally, super excited for this. And as I said, with the LEGO collab looking to drop potentially this November, these are huge new updates, all dropping before the end of the year, which makes sense why this season was a little bit slow because some massive projects are on the way. And let's not forget about first-person mode. We thought that would be one of the big updates in Chapter 4 Season 2, just like we had Zero builds the year before. Epic Games is still working on first-person mode, and they're continuing to add files into the game, including slightly different audio sounds for guns when being used in first-person mode. But that's not all. Even pickaxe swings, different kinetic weapons, all of those sounds that you hear in-game will be different and have been added and included into the game files specifically for when playing in first person. Yet again, the first person option mode, which is available in Save the World, you can just toggle it on and off, and it's been there for ages, bugged out a little bit, and when applied recently, let you see your pickaxe for the very first time in first person, which is actually something that's never been available before, so expect that to be available when first person is properly launched. And it's rumored that first person mode is now pushed all the way back to Chapter 5 next year, and could finally see the release of weapon charms, which is little attachments to your weapons to personalize them so that when you're playing in first person mode, it feels even more customized. However, with new things added, it does mean things have been removed, and you may remember these free items that we thought would maybe drop along the Bastille Day, which included a baguette back pickaxe and a croissant back bling, which personally I both thought looked awesome and were actually tagged in game as live reward, which means that they were going to be given away completely for free. These were added just before France Bastille Day and thought it would be distributed on that day for free to celebrate that, but Fortnite recently removed those items and they are no longer in the game at all, like literally no sign of them. Honestly, if these things are ever going to come out, we may have to wait until July the 14th, 2024. I mean, that's pretty much a full year away for them to ever come back again, but I hope, fingers crossed, that these things will come out at some point and aren't just wasted cosmetics that Fortnite have decided to scrap. Luckily, there's still a load of awesome cosmetics still coming to the game. One of the big rumors that I covered recently is the fact that Tim Sweeney, the Epic Games CEO, confirmed that Travis Scott is not banned from the item shop, and it all depends on what contracts are agreed between companies or people and Fortnite themselves when they go into collaboration and release skins. My skin can come back to the item shop, thankfully, and it wasn't just a one-time thing, but maybe between Travis Scott's team and Fortnite's team, they decided that it would only be released once and then never again. So technically, it's actually down to Travis Scott and his team as to whether or not his skin will come back, but there is a chance it'll happen, and Tim Sweeney confirmed that. And there's more new skins coming to the game, including the most recent Galaxy skin. This is the Galaxy Crossfade skin, but actually has a few secret styles that haven't been revealed or talked about yet. Discovered in the files with the most recent update, there's unreleased styles which removes the galaxy effect from the skin and makes it look, well, basically like a human. It's the first galaxy skin to ever actually have that ability as a style in game, and there's a second additional style in the works that we can take a look at thanks to concept art, which is basically a pink version of this skin and cosmetics. You can take a look at what they'd look like on screen here. The Galaxy Crossfade skin could only be unlocked early by actually playing in the Galaxy tournaments, but will also be coming to the item shop for people to purchase as well. There'll also be the FNCS Renegade skin dropping to the item shop soon, the Jitter Shock skin, and the Core Knight skin. Honestly, all of these look awesome and fantastic skins to be releasing at the end of the season. Perfect time to pop code ALIE in, and there was so much to look forward to before this season ends and way beyond into the next chapter of Fortnite. But did you know I've uploaded a 1 hour of the funniest Fortnite moments from every chapter ever? It will definitely make you laugh. Click it now before I disappear to go and watch it. Hope you're as excited as I am for everything coming to the future of Fortnite, and I'll see you on this video.